expansion going up for Bisu at that about that 9 o'clock position. So we'll see if Hwasin spots that out. Looks like he's bringing up a lot of vultures to engage the dragoons over at that far left. So we're about to see a big battle right here between dragoons and vultures, and he's trying to tempt them back. Looks like he's retreating, even though I think he has superior numbers there. And a first Templar out, and that I think is going to be the difference in the game here. Is Psystorm could really wreak havoc on Hwasin's mass production, and he doesn't really have any equalizer to that.
Yeah, we'll probably see. Bisu has put down those cannons there, so it's going to be hard to just vulture harass that base. We'll probably see Hwasin respond by putting up an expansion of his own as well. Man, there's an absolute buttload of mines over there. Hwasin, though, has built up a sizable force. I'd have to say Hwasin's army is probably a little bit bigger than Bisu's, but as we know, Bisu with those Templar, you know, if he can be devastating with those Templar, especially if combined with Zealot bombs, or if he has the Templar and the shuttles as well.
Here comes a big attack here. I love watching this mini-map. It absolutely looks like pink and yellow water. And here comes a Psystorm all over those tanks. That was a beautiful Psystorm all over the siege tanks. And I got to give this is going to be a big victory for Bisu, in my opinion, simply because that was a perfectly placed Psystorm. And we'll see. Wow,
Bisu doesn't have many tanks left. Bisu has
no, he does not.
A couple dozen forces left. Hwasin only has 3 or 4 tanks now. He's going to lose those in a second now. Bisu still has Zealots left even. He's bringing in Vultures, but I don't think they're going to come in time. This is looking very, 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 very bad for Hwasin. Zealots going all the way inside to those last tanks. Oh crap, this might be the
one
end for
tank,
Hwasin,
2 SCVs, and a Vulture out right now for Hwasin to defend against a huge amount of Dragoons. But it looks, instead of like pushing in, Bisu's just going to pull back. I'm surprised. Instead, he's going to go for that bottom right-hand expansion, since he can clear those mines with his Observer. Yeah, I like that maneuver.
He knows that Hwasin's not going to be able to pull out at all right now, so he's going to use that time to take out that bottom right base. And after he takes out that bottom right base, then he'll definitely have the advantage. He'll be able to build up more military and go in. I think it would have been hard to push in at that point, because he knew that Hwasin had reinforcements coming, and tanks on that ridge would be really hard to deal with. So he's just going to go for the economic advantage, because he's not losing any units by going for this base here.
Wow. Okay. A lot. Yeah. Vultures coming in. I don't think they're going to be able to repel this attack very effectively. The Archon is down. SCV's fighting now. I take it back. Looks like they are successfully repelling this attack.
Maybe I spoke too soon. It looks like Bisu is going to lose units by going for this, but it's not going to cost him too much, because those were his kind of side army, and he was able to take out a lot of SCVs there in that base. That was Hwasin's main army, had to come and back that up. It looks like Hwasin is again macroing very well, though. He's putting out a lot of units very quickly. He's lost that base. That's going to be kind of costly, because now he's not going to be able to put out the units quite as quickly. SCV wins over Dragoon.
And now we're seeing a kind of a counterattack, and I think Hwasin was going for that expansion, but Bisu immediately knew. Looks like another expansion going up for Bisu, so Bisu's going to try to take the economic advantage here. He has another dropship out, so he has kind of a mobility advantage. He can kind of do Zealot bombs on the tanks, and just a ton of Dragoons being produced. And it looks like a starport up, or a Stargate up for Bisu, Arbiters. And we saw that being the deciding. It might be Arbiters. I didn't see an Arbiter Tribunal up.
There was an Arbiter Tribunal right there.
Was it? I didn't see it.
I think he has the economic advantage to actually pull off the Arbiters, though, because the last time they were pretty even, and he tried to get the Arbiters, and he just couldn't afford it. But in this case, both of their mains are almost out of minerals, so that leaves Hwasin with basically one expansion and this second one, which he's about to lose. And Bisu, however, has 3 expansions, which are completely up and running in the 12, 9, and I guess 1030 positions. So Bisu definitely has a major economic advantage right now, and Hwasin is kind of fighting for his life at this point.
Brilliant calculation by Bisu, moving the forces. He knew that Hwasin was going to go for that 9 o'clock position. He didn't leave any defense, and that upper left-hand expansion of his, if Hwasin had gone for that, I think he could have taken it. But Bennett might have been able to trap forces in there, and already had a ton of Dragoons in place to defend at that 9 o'clock position, and he's going to bring these forces back to try to defend it against still. So really, I don't think this is going to be a successful attack for Hwasin here, and as soon as those Arbiters are out, I think that's going to be GG.
From behind. Bisu's going to pinch his forces in from behind. But in the meantime, Hwasin completely has lost the bottom right base. Hwasin has one base substantially mining minerals right now, and that is it. So basically, even if he manages to take out this base, which it doesn't look like he is, there's not much chance for him winning in the long-term economic battle of this, because Bisu's
looks
way
like there's a Dark
him.
Templar
He's
out.
Arbiters in a minute.
Yeah, that's going to be game right there. So really, it's kind of a matter of time. We'll see how long basically Hwasin can hold out, and if he could maybe get something sneaky out. He looks like he's an SCV at that 6 o'clock position, but it doesn't look like it's building anything. But Bisu in a very commanding position right here. Definitely.
The only way I can see that Hwasin could possibly pull this out is if he harasses the hell out of Bisu right now, does some drops or something like that, to keep Bisu back and take out some strategic buildings or something like that while he's building about 2 more bases. And unless he's able to pull all of that off, then I don't see Hwasin really coming out of this, because we just saw his main is out of minerals basically. And
we got
Bisu
2
has
arbiters up
now, and Hwasin, has a maximum of 2 comsat stations. He does not have science vessels out. He only has a few turrets.
He doesn't have any Goliaths either, so he's not going to be able to take them down.
Oh, and he realizes that and gives in. So good effort by Hwasin. Kind of almost outmaxed him for a minute there, but this is going to go to Game 3. Game 3 is going to be freaking epic indeed, because both of them, the series is going to be on the line, and probably the whole of the MSL is going to be on the line.